Side Legacy here with Brian Banafiteni and Tim Sports.
A look now at the starting lineups for both teams. You know, there are a lot of ways the WNBA has influenced the NBA. And a big one was with the Commissioner's Cup.
Yeah, that in-season tournament was a precursor to the NBA's by a few years. And it really just showed how much excitement and interest can be created.
I think it holds a special place for a lot of WNBA fans, the teams, the players, and fans. They all really enjoy the cup.
And here's Ryan Howard from the arc. Good. And Jordan Canada gets the assist.
I mean, that's just too easy for Howard. Is the defense going to rush her off the three-point line, or is she going to make these all night long?
Up top, Beckers. Pass to Gumbawale. Off target from three-point range. And here's Gray. Hines Allen pulls it in.
You just assume she's going to knock those down when she's as open as she was there.
Now here's a Gumbawale. Right side, Hines Allen. Fires from deep. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
For three, Ryan Howard. Offensive rebound. Pass to Jones. Now Gray. 6 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
It's Gray's understanding of spacing and movement that, to me, help her navigate around the court so well.
Now here's a Gumbawale. Pass to Beckers. And she can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. On the wing, Alicia Gray. For 3. Outside Howard. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the three-pointer.
Wow, Howard with the quick release.
And one of the most improved players in the WNBA, Brianna Jones.
Well, you look at her first 3 years, Jones averaged just about 3 points per game. But in that wobble, 2020 down in Bradenton, she got a chance to play more, put up 11 per game. And now, since then, has multiple All-Star appearances.
Here's Canada. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Reese. Connects on the 17-footer. Now Gumbawale. Pass to Beckers. That one falls, coming off Arike Ogunbowale's nice feed.
It must be nice for them to know that game in and game out, her offense will be there for them.
Outside Reese. Howard. Now here's Gray. Guarded now by Ogunbowale. Outside Canada. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Beckers. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession, so we'll have a jump ball. Dallas trailing here. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Gray outside. Pass to Jones. The kick out to Canada. Now Gray. Here's Howard from downtown. Back to Gray. Shoots the 3. It's good. It's her second basket. She's shooting 2 for 4.
A younger player who loves to learn and loves to improve. I don't think it's crazy to say that Gray will be unstoppable when she develops a consistent long ball.
Now here's Hines Allen. Beckers outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
Here's Canada. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Howard. It's good on the putback.
Well, scoops up the board. Jones knows exactly what to do. Put it back in.
Becker's outside. Agunbowale. No good from outside. A three from Alicia Gray. Cans it from downtown.
Clearly, they had a pretty good grasp of the game plan coming into this one.
I know it's early, Tim, but I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say we could be headed for a blowout unless something changes quickly.
Absolutely. Really nice rebounding display. All game, getting it done.
Yeah, they've totally dominated on the glass. Just a huge advantage for them in that category.
Their offense has come together immediately. They're threatening to run away with this game.
I can't imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they can even come close, look out.
Yeah, to pick up and keep this offensive pace would be insane.
Now here's Hines Allen. Pass to Agunbowale. The shot's good on the assist by Maisha Hines Allen.
What a score. Ogunbowale is a primetime threat to shoot off the catch.
Outside Canada. Howard. On the wing, Alicia Gray. Picked by Jones. There's the three. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Yes, Gray wanting to respond. We've seen her shoot it from 30% for a season from deep.
Segrist outside. Pass to Agunbowale. Out to Hines Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Becker's no good. Jones outside. That's tipped. Becker's outside. Gets it to go from downtown.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Pass to Reese. Gray. Outside Howard. Tried to come right back with the three of her own, but it's no good. Right side, Hines Allen. Guarded by Canada. Nails the close range fadeaway jumper.
It still went down, but with no defender near her, no need to go the fadeaway route.
And going forward, do you guys think the Wings have the best backcourt in the WNBA?
No doubt. They just might, guys. This is the brightest guard pairing in the league. You got the first overall pick in Paige Beckers as a generational talent. Then you're going to throw in former scoring champ Arike Agunbowale. I mean, how do you stop that duo?
Now here's Beckers. 9 points in the game. Pass to Hines Allen. Agunbowale from long range. That one drops for her second bucket. Marker 2 for 4.
A skilled shooter from outside the arc. Agunbowale is someone that loves getting space to take these shots.
And here's Howard. Outside Canada. That's good, and it's Ryan Howard with the assist.
Check out the pace Canada plays at. She's got a shot up within moments of getting the ball.
Pass to Segrist. Beckers. And again, it's the Wings from deep.
Now get your popcorn ready. Her performance from long range has been something to behold, something to admire.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, that's been her shot today.
Now here's Howard. She's got 6. Now here's Gray. Guarded now by Agunbowale. The kick out to Canada. Gray. And the dream, another 3.
Tonight's game from Gray, it is coming as no surprise to us. I mean, Alicia is a bucket and can go off anytime she steps on the court.
Now here's Hines Allen. And again, it's the Wings from deep.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the three right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Here's Canada. Pass to Reese. Now Howard. Gray outside. Outside Howard. Inside. Reese, no good.
Terrific job defending the basket that time. It's not an easy task stopping her when she's headed to the rim.
Now here's Seagrass. Pass to Beckers. Nailed from three-point land.
From three-point range, she has hit the ground running. What a first quarter for her from deep.
Jones outside. For three, Ryan Howard. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Well, Howard is a big-time scorer, so you just knew she wanted those 3 points back.
Top Beckers. Puts up a three. And again, it's Dallas with a three.
What a start to this game. All offense early.
Yeah, this is just playground stuff. Forget about defending. Just keep letting it fly.
That's okay with me.
Now here is Canada. Pass to Reese. Howard, covered by Hines Allen. Now Gray. Good D by Arike Agumbawale. Dallas trailing here. The drive by Maisha Hines Allen. And that misses. That would have put them up. Jones with it. Picked up by Beckers. For three, Ryan Howard. Yes, and a nice assist from Brianna Jones.
She threaded the bounce pass in there so smoothly.
Here's Agumbawale. She's got 6. Hines Allen. Paige Beckers from outside. That one is off. We've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Dream out in front, up by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And looking at what we've seen from the Dream, what do you guys think?
I love the effort on the glass right out of the gate from them.
And it takes effort from all 5 players to get a rebounding advantage like this.
Harris can't hit.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Here's Caldwell. Jones outside. Buries it from three-point range.
Zero hesitation from Jones. Knew what she wanted to do.
Pass to Agumbawale. James. Outside Agumbawale. Now Harris. Launches it. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, guards like Harris need to be able to stretch the floor. And there, she does.
And just an incredible player. Arike Agumbawale has a unique style as well.
Yeah, you know, she's 5'9", but she does more damage down low. Wants to attack, not settle. Arike just so strong, too.
Now here's Agumbawale. 6 points for her. Pass to Harris. The three. That one falls, coming off Arike Agumbawale's nice feed.
I love the poise and confidence Harris plays with. She doesn't hesitate on catch and shoot opportunities.
Now Griner. She tries for 3. And the ball out of play. The Wings will have it. And here's Agumbawale. We're now around 2 minutes into this second quarter. There's the triple. Got it. She's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Check out the handles on Agumbawale in the pick and roll. She moves so fluidly on the hardwood.
Pass to Caldwell. Here's Caldwell. Takes the three. Drops in the tray.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
To the inside. Guarded by Jones. Here's Agumbawale. It's rebounded by Atlanta. Now Caldwell. Down low. Reiner. And it's good. Fought through the contact. Hit the shot. And she'll go to the line. Well, no one has blocked shots like Brittany Griner, a one-of-a-kind defender.
I mean, she led the league in block shots in each of her first 8 years in the W. And it's about more than just her length. Griner just reads the game so well, is such a high IQ player.
But a league loaded with shooters. Does one stand out to you as the best?
That's a hard question to answer, but I really like the lefty, Kelsey Mitchell. Just about 40% for her career on major volume from beyond the arc.
Well, I think I'm going to have to go with Marina Mabry. You know, she takes a ton of threes, but despite the high volume, she still shoots it at a high clip.
Now here's Jones. 5 points in the game. To the paint. Pass to Griner. That's in. She's got 2 made now, and she's shooting 2 for 3.
Tremendous offensive feel and touch from Griner. When Brittany gets in that close to the hoop, good night.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Agumbawale shot is good.
She is setting this place on fire. Her shooting has been off the charts.
Jones with it. Hines Allen's there. That one goes in.
These inside looks are what Jones is all about, and she knows how to outwork the defense.
Outside Miller. Back to Agumbawale. No good with the triple. Atlanta in the lead. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. From outside, off the mark. Dallas with the ball. Now Miller. From outside the arc. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
This is a shot that Miller is still developing, but it looked pretty smooth that time.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough. He's covered closely. Jones can't hit. Now here's Harris. She's got 6. Pass to Hines Allen. From the arc. The rebound by Brittany Griner.
You can't get into much better position for the three-pointer. Just didn't get it to fall.
And here's Walker Kimbrough. Reiner buries the long-range jumper.
Well, with strong conviction in her skill set, Griner's not afraid to leave her comfort zone.
Outside Agumbawale. Pass to Harris. Beyond the arc. Good on the triple.
Yet another 3 for her. She's really been draining them here in the second.
Walker Kimbrough with it. 3-pointer. Misses that one. She's made 1 and missed 2 shots this game. Here's Harris. To the middle. Here's Hines Allen. And she drops in the layup off glass.
The inside-outside game of Hines Allen. It's a work of art. It is just so much fun to watch.
And here's Walker Kimbrough. Shoots over Harris. And the basket by Walker Kimbrough. Dallas trailing here. Now Harris. She's got 9. Pass to Miller. The 3. And again, it's Dallas with a 3.
Wow, look at that. The quick trigger from Miller.
And Atlanta has possession. Outside Reese. Caldwell. That one falls. A great assist by Angel Reese.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there,
It's been
Tim.
a lot of fun to watch.
And here the Dream, trailing by 2. Pass to Jones. Kicks it out to Reese. Walker Kimbrough. And again, the Dream score.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Agumbawale. She's got 18. Pass to Miller. Harris covered by Walker Kimbrough. 3 on the clock. And she's good on the 3 ball.
The D has no answer for Ogunbowale, which is why she keeps getting the ball and capitalizing.
And for this Atlanta team, it's been a long time since they've won a playoff series.
More than a decade at this point. 2013 was their last series win. 2018, their last year, over 500. So Dream fans are hungry for a winner.
Here's Caldwell. 6 points for her. Jones, no good. Outside Miller. Pass to Harris. Here's Hines Allen. Drops in the layup for 2.
That's a heads-up play there on offense. The pump fake cleared the way for the nice layup.
Now Caldwell. Now here's Jones. Here's Caldwell. Fires for 3. She can't get that one to fall. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Pass to Miller. From past the arc, Green with the rebound. Now here's Griner. 8 points for her. Releases from 15. That shot, no good. Dallas in the lead. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and she'll shoot one more at the line.
One thing a lot of WNBA fans talk about is how sharp the defense is in this league.
And I think that illustrates what a strong team mentality there is across the board. Individual stats really come second. Titles and team accolades, those come first.
And we see it in the passing, too. You're not going to find better assist work than you do in the WNBA.
And that one misses.
And last year, the Dream made the playoffs for the 2nd straight season.
Yeah, remember, they missed 4 straight postseasons before that. So Atlanta, I would say, is headed in the right direction. The addition of Ryan Howard was a huge reason why.
That's some nice work on the offensive glass.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Pass to Beckers. Takes the 3. Looks good, is good. That's her 7th basket in 12 attempts.
When she's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, so tough for a defender, as easy a three-pointer as you're going to get.
Outside Howard. Good, and Jordan Canada gets the assist.
Wow, that was from way outside. Howard is feeling it right now.
Left side Segrist. Pass to Beckers. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Dream trail. Howard up top. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Well, when you look at all the different ways that Howard can score from all 3 levels, you just imagine that there's going to be many, many nights like this from her.
Now here's Beckers. She's got 21. Outside Canada. Outside Howard. And the Dream, another 3.
And Howard continues to deliver on the offensive end. The defense is lost. They don't know what to do.
Beckers outside for 3. And that doesn't go either for Paige Beckers. Howard, covered by Segrist. Back to Howard. Lets the 3 fly. They grab their own miss. Reese gets the bucket.
And her hard work on the boards gave them another crack at the points there.
They need to stop this run.
I think it's time to switch things up, either by going to the bench or with a different look defensively.
Paige Beckers from outside. And that doesn't go either for Paige Beckers.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Dream out in front. They're up by 3. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Well, and there's no way around it. Rhyne Howard has been sensational.
She put on a show from three-point range in the first half. We'll see if the halftime break had any cooling effect on her.
Well, we'll soon find out, because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding her the rock beyond the arc until she does cool off.
Ogunbowale with it.
Beckers outside.
Pulls it. The long distance 3 is buried.
A skilled distributor. Get yourself open, and Ogunbowale will find you.
And here the Dream. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Howard. Over Hines Allen. And the basket by Howard. The Wings trail.
Now Beckers.
Three-pointer.
It's hauled in by Reese.
Here's Canada. Jones outside. And here's Rhyne Howard from the arc. Out to Gray. Launches a 3. Add another one in the scoring column for her. She's 7 for 10 from the field.
Superb assist. She was crafty, creative, and the ultimate teammate on that play.
Outside, Hines Allen. And the 3 off target.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but she just didn't have it in her right there.
Pass to Jones.
Kicks it out to Reese.
And here's Rhyne Howard from the arc.
That's in there. Angel Reese with the assist.
That's a great shot from Howard. She's out here to score as much as possible.
Well, it was quite the arrival to the WNBA for Angel Reese, already a top rebounder.
So rare to have a rookie lead the league in a major category like rebounding, but Reese did. Her offensive rebounding is especially key. Angel creates so many second chance opportunities.
Now here is Canada. Pass to Howard. It's good, and she drew the contact on the shot, so she'll go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
The #1 pick in the 2022 draft, Rhyne Howard has had a great start to her career.
Yeah, winning Rookie of the Year, and she's been at about 17 points per game over her first 3 seasons. Howard's provided a serious scoring punch, and she's only getting better, guys.
And during the last couple of offseason, Rhyne Howard has worked as a D1 assistant coach.
Yeah, others might play overseas, maybe in that new 3-on-3 league. Howard's been coaching in a major conference. What a great experience for Ryan.
Now here's Ogunbowale. 21 points in the game. Pass to Hines Allen.
Screened by Segrist. On the wing, Paige Beckers.
They need this. And another miss by Dallas.
And you can just feel the desperation now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
They're clearly frustrated, and it's understandable. I mean, they're on the wrong side of a monster run.
And they got to just settle down, stick to the game plan.
Yeah, keep their composure.
It's been all one-way traffic here. They've really been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get.
It just keeps increasing.
Now here's Ogunbowale. Over Gray. The Wings with another miss. Pass to Canada. Howard up top. Back to Canada. The pick by Jones. The shot.
Offensive board.
The kick out to Canada. Howard. And the dream, another three.
She's their go-to scorer, and when she shoots the ball like she has today, that is what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Time called here. The Wings decide to talk it over. Well, Jordan Canada does the things you want from a point guard. There's no doubt about it.
Defensively, she disrupts, leading the league in steals on multiple occasions. And then offensively, she distributes, averaging about 5 dimes per game over her career, one of the best rates in league history.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Pass to Gumbawale. Trying to get back on track. And it's Angel Reese with the rebound.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open, and maybe that's why she missed.
Howard, guarded by Beckers. From deep, Alicia Gray. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Always helps to get a player like Jones, a center, setting up others.
And here's Beckers.
She's got 24. The Wings with another miss. Pass to Canada. Here's Reese, covered by Segrist. Howard, that's good.
And as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
And it really could get out of hand because their defense has been just as excellent as their offense.
Great overall game.
Now here's Agumbawale. She's got 21.
And here's Beckers.
Yes, and a nice assist from Maisha Hines-Allen.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
Outside Reese.
And here's Ryan Howard from the arc. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
It's a one-man show out there, guys. Looks like she's willing to handle all the offensive duties for them.
Now here's Agumbawale. Gray defending. Three-pointer Hines-Allen. Nope. She's now missed more than she's made. 4 for 9. Now Canada. Pass to Howard. Gray outside. Howard. Shot clock at 6. And Atlanta, another bucket.
Tough distance, but you know what? Howard can hit it with ease.
Dallas with the ball. Outside Agumbawale. Pass to Hines-Allen. Three-pointer Beckers. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Well, she's been a bright spot in what has otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Here's Reese. The tray. Howard misses.
Up top Beckers.
Guarded by Canada. There's Agumbawale with the 3. Comes up empty. 7 for 15 with that miss. Outside Canada. Pass to Howard. Let's go with a 3. She can't get that one. Outside Agumbawale. Outside Hines-Allen. Off the mark there with the 3. And here the Dream. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Outside Howard. And a great assist by Jordan Canada, and that one falls in.
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
Now here's Agumbawale. She's got 21.
Pass to Beckers.
Out to Hines-Allen. And another miss by Dallas.
She has slipped into a real funk here.
Definitely, the basket is not looking very big to her at this point.
Here's Jones. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
She just used her height that time down low. That's a pretty hard play to defend against.
Outside Agumbawale.
On the wing, Paige Beckers.
Guarded by Canada. Three-pointer Beckers. Dream with the rebound. Pass to Jones. Canada.
Guarded by Beckers.
Now Howard. The three ball. And the Dream, another three.
What a find by Jones. Some high IQ basketball.
Ogunbowale with it. To the left wing. Outside, Hines Allen.
Paige Beckers from outside.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a three.
Last season was a disappointment for Dallas as they missed the playoffs.
Well, they were last in defensive rating, and as you can expect, that's really hurt them. They made a lot of moves in the offseason, though, losing 3 of their top 4 scorers. So this year's probably going to be a different story.
Hines Allen from outside. And Jones pulls it down.
Wow, hey, this quarter has been ugly for her.
And it's not showing signs of turning around anytime soon. Her touch is all but gone.
Well done to finish that one off.
Here's Ogunbowale. To the left side wing.
Screened by Segrist.
Three-pointer Hines Allen. And the three ball is good.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Atlanta calls timeout. And like a few other current players, Maisha Hines Allen broke out at the 2020 Wubble.
Yeah, there were lots of players opting out of that season. Hines Allen got more playing time. And that season, I think it showed off the incredible depth of this league, proving that all some players like a Hines Allen need is just a chance to play.
Dallas on D.
A nice shot there by Caldwell.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's Miller.
She has 6. And nice D from Angel Reese. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Back to Griner. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Little the D could do. Griner's height comes in handy on these tough, contested finishes.
Jones outside. Fires the three. The rebound by Brittany Griner. And this has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their lead. They've been very sound offensively in the second half.
And there's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
And you kind of wonder what was one team talking about in the locker room and what was the other?
Now here's Harris. 9 points in the game. And here's Griner. Shoots over Harris. Griner, no good. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jones outside. To the inside. No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And you know the best part? It gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in. Griner inside. That one misses. Would have counted had it gone. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. It's the Dream running away with this one. And when we... Welcome back. Fourth quarter of action starting up in what has been a one-side show.
Pass to Caldwell.
Now Griner. Tries again, and she lays it up and in.
He got caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
Now Harris. And it's off from three-point range.
Now Caldwell.
Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Now Griner. 6 to shoot. Down low.
Hillman.
That's good. And so Brittany Griner gets the assist.
With her 6'7" height, Griner has such a nice view of the floor. She can spot open looks.
There's Agunbowale with the three. Drills it from outside.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Here's the three. Hits the three-point bomb.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the three right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Agunbowale from long range. A rebound by Hillman.
The defense has to be real thrilled to see her keep shooting those threes. She has been brutal this half.
And the basket by Walker Kimbrough.
Fantastic pass. She made that a very easy bucket with the setup.
Outside Agunbowale. The three is up. Arike Agunbowale with another miss. The Dream on offense. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. But they get it back.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the basketball.
With the size advantage as big as it was right there, that's exactly what she should do in that situation. Take it strong to the middle.
I tell you what, Miller is a walking mismatch on the offensive end, especially foul line down.
Pass to Griner. Here's Walker Kimbrough. Good on the three-point shot.
Coach has to be furious. Obviously, a defensive lapse there. She is automatic from deep. If you leave her wide open, big mistake.
There's Agunbowale with the three. And it's Brittany Griner with the rebound. And here the Dream. Pass to Walker Kimbrough.
And here's Caldwell.
Walker Kimbrough, covered by Harris. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That'll get the ref's attention.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
If you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
Beckers, guarded by Pau. Beckers outside.
Jacks up a three. The Wings with another miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Well, with the wingspan of over 7 feet and 3 inches, Griner's got mad length, and she really knows how to use it.
Beckers outside.
And another miss by Dallas.
Here's Pau.
Dallas with the rebound. Now here's Agunbowale. Inside. Here's Hines Allen. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, we've seen Myisha Hines-Allen hit threes, but she's at her best mixing it up inside.
Pass to Walker Kimbrough.
Here's Caldwell.
From deep. That shot off.
Now here's Beckers.
And here's Agunbowale.
Beckers outside.
They set a pick. The tray.
Caldwell pulls it in.
The Dream on offense. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth.
Now here's Pow Pow.
Defense right on her. To the paint. Shot clock at 5. For 3. Hines Allen pulls it in. So it's Dallas now. Pass to Agunbowale.
Beckers.
Here's the 3. There's another one to add to her total. She's shooting 7 for 15.
Laser focused. Hines Allen was ready to fire the second she got the ball.
Here's Caldwell. Now here's Walker Kimbrough.
They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball at one end with their own.
A 3-point battle starting to take shape here.
Right side, Agunbowale.
Beckers outside.
Beyond the arc. And again, it's the wings from deep.
Not the tightest D right there. She'll punish you if she gets the chance. That 3-point shot is her bread and butter.
Pow Pow. Guarded by Beckers. Pow Pow with it.
Floats one up. Walker Kimbrough misses.
She's a very strong finisher, guys. I'm surprised that she wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Hines Allen, good.
The monster night for Hines Allen. It continues. She's feeling it.
Here's Pow Pow.
Pass to Walker Kimbrough.
Caldwell.
Here's Griner. Basket number 8 for her on 13 attempts. That's a 62% clip so far.
And here's Beckers.
Agunbowale from long range. The rebound by Hillman.
She might have wore herself out with the performance in the last quarter. She hasn't had nearly the same kind of success in this one.
Griner with the screen. Here's Walker Kimbrough.
Pass to Caldwell. The offensive rebound.
And she gets it to go.
Capable of scoring in bunches. Griner hits shots from various spots on the floor.
And here's Hines Allen.
Beckers. Guarded by Pow Pow.
Outside Agunbowale.
The kick out to Beckers.
3-pointer. The rebound by Brittany Griner. The Dream on offense.
Now Caldwell.
To the inside. Here's Griner. Gets it to fall, and she's now 10 of 15 on the game.
The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of her on that move to the iron.
Outside Agunbowale.
Beckers outside.
Let's go with a 3. Sinks the triple.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Pass to Griner. Tries a 3. It's rebounded by Agunbowale.
Now here's Beckers.
Back to Agunbowale.
Beckers.
Outside, Hines Allen. Agunbowale from long range. Knocks down the 3 ball.
With confidence and a smooth jumper, Agunbowale has no problem converting from the perimeter.
Pass to Caldwell.
And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
That's a move very few players can make, guys. Sensational stuff.
Outside Agunmawale. Outside Hines Allen. Offline with the 3. And they're making this a runaway.
Yeah, the only question here for us to follow is how big the lead will eventually become.
Pass to Walker Kimbrough.
That one falls, and a nice feed that time from Pow Pow.
It's been a humongous fourth quarter for her, especially from long range. She's in a groove. That tray has been deadly.
Hines Allen.
Covered by Walker Kimbrough. On the wing, Paige Beckers.
There's a screen. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Atlanta.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Now Griner. From 11 feet away. That shot missing. Dallas with the ball. Outside Agunmawale. She's guarded by Griner.
Beckers outside.
And the shot goes in.
Here's Pow Pow.
2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hits the jumper in space. Now here's Agunmawale. So no problem for Atlanta as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were better basketball team by far.
You got to commend this sort of dominance here at home and feeling great, playing well nearly the whole game. And I could feel it. This building was pumped, guys.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.